Well guys, Essien Foot Birthday is here. This card looks really good, but he's essentially 13 squads. We've got the bronze and the silver. We're moving into an 83 and then an 85, 86s, a few 86s, 3 87s, 2 88s. And 289s. I think that's a bit excessive. Let's put him into a team and review him. Is your team looking a little something like this and you want to upgrade it on FC25? Well, today I might have a solution for you with LootBar.gg. LootBar.gg is the fastest place to get your coins, but not only that, they're also the cheapest. Not only are they 8 to 10% cheaper than all other competitors, they're also considerably cheaper than FC points. On top of that, LootBar are now also offering 8% extra coins on every single order. You can also now buy packs directly from LootBar, which is cheaper than on the game. And don't just take it from me, a lot of other creators are using LootBar. And you know you can trust them because their reviews are brilliant. And on top of all of that, guys, they offer a very, very fast delivery service, getting you your coins within 30 minutes. So if you are looking for FC25 coins, make sure to go to the pinned comment or the description and use code VIPER to get 8% off all of your orders. Now, guys, before we get into this review, if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Could we hit 100 likes on this video, please? I'd really, really appreciate that. This Michael Essien is interesting. Of course, he's 5-star, 5-star, 5'10" and controlled accelerate type, at least at the moment. He's right-footed, and I'm going to straight away compare this card to Kante, which is going to be interesting. I don't know his playstyles. I don't know his roles either. So, CDM, he's got wide half and deep line playmaker plus. Holding plus plus at CDM, which is definitely going to be the role for this card. At central midfield, he's got holding plus plus and box to box plus plus with deep line playmaker plus as well. What really kind of struck me straight away with this card is there isn't too many CDMs on this game that are very good that can play in the 4-2-1-3. This is one of the cards that kind of fits that mold perfectly. As we take a look at his play styles, okay, not very positive here. He's got power shot. He's got incisive plus, no other passing play style, so that kind of straight away tells me definitely not a centre mid for this card. Jockey plus is really, really good to have, especially on a CDM. Anticipate is also good to see. No intercept is a bit annoying, no block either, or no bruiser is a little bit frustrating. Press proven is good to see, and so is relentless, but wow, he's got 6 play styles. That's quite crazy straight away for a card that looks like he's going to be over 1 million coins. But the playstyles he does have for a CDM is quite good. Of course, we reviewed Kai Havertz yesterday, and I despised that card with every ounce or fibre of my body. He was so bad. Let's hope this Essien is a completely different card. In terms of the in-games, one thing I really like about him is, first of all, the pace is really good. You don't really need to boost it. You can. I also really like his shooting. Specifically, his Travellas should feel quite nice with 92 shot power and 91 long shots. His shooting outside of that is pretty poor, but as a CDM, you don't really need good shooting. But the ability to do Travellas with the way we're going to be playing with this card, I'm hoping we might be able to utilise that a little bit. Maybe not, because he doesn't have Deep Line Playmaker plus plus, so he's not going to be on build-up, which is a little bit frustrating. For his passing, this is awkward again. 80 vision is terrible at this stage of the game. 73 crossing, no one really cares he's a CDM. 95 short pass and 91 long pass is really good, but that vision at 80 is piss poor. That's piss poor for this stage of the game. His dribbling, even though it says 85 on the base card, 85 agility and 89 balance is very good considering he's got jockey plus as well. 87 reactions and composure, a little bit on the low side again. A little bit on the low side again, in my opinion. He's then got 92 ball control and 80 dribbling. So he's okay here, but this just screams to me absolute CDM. Absolute CDM. No coming forward from this card at the moment from the quality that he has in his in-games. It's all kind of in his defending and physical with 94 interceptions, 90 defensive awareness, 93 stand tackle, and then 92 slide tackle. Very, very good defensive stats there. And then in terms of his physicals, he's got 87 jumping. He is 5'10". 95 stand with relentless is very good. 91 strength and a 90 aggression. For a chem style on this card, it's difficult. It is actually quite difficult because do you boost a passing with the basic, which is not a bad boost, or do you just firm the fact that his passing is going to be bad outside of his incisives and not bother boosting it? I think I'm going to lean into that his through balls are going to be really good, but don't expect a lot outside of that for his passing. And with that in mind, I'm going to go for an anchor on this card. With an anchor applied, it's going to keep him controlled, which is interesting, but it's going to give him +4 to the pace, up to 93 base pace now. He gets 98 interceptions, 94 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle and slide tackle, 95 jumping, 99 strength, and 94 aggression. We're going to be playing him in the 4-2-1-3, and he's going to be on holding ++ and ball winning. Let's get into a few games of Foot Champs and see what this card can offer. Here is game 1 coming up with 92 Essien. I'm a little bit concerned because he's super expensive. I hope he's good in game. And ultimately, guys, I think this is going to be one of them cards where it's going to be a lot more about like the eye test of the player in game than it is going to be about his stats. You know, a lot of people have got that Vieira, this guy included, but it's going to be how good does his jockey feel and all that kind of stuff, which I think is going to really, really carry this card. And let's just hope it's good, man. Let's just hope it's good. Into Essien here. You should be able to find that. Not a problem. Yeah, so his passing is going to be good, but you're going to be kind of forced always into play with this card with Incisive Plus. No ping passes, no tiki-taka passes. He's not going to be that kind of midfielder. As you can see, with the holding ++, he's sitting really, really deep as well. I'm anticipating his Travellas to be awesome. That's a good ball from Essien as well. That wasn't a bad ping pass there, but it's going to be more about his defending than anything on this card, guys, in my opinion. So let's make sure we test it out very, very vigorously. Here he is. We're going to try and fire this over here. Ooh, unlucky. That nearly got to Ronaldo there. That nearly got to him. Now, how's his jockey speed? Not bad. Not bad at all. It has to be said. Doesn't feel bad here in the slightest. That's good from him too. That was very, very, very good defending. Now, I'm just a bit concerned about his general passing. So far, it's felt okay. So far, it has felt okay. It's a shame he doesn't have long ball pass silver. I think that could have really helped this card. But so far, he's been decent. He's been decent. That's a good ball as well. You can trust his incisive passes, guys. I can tell you that right now. Look at that for a ball. That was really nice. That was really nice. Okay. I mean, from a defensive standpoint, feels very, very good. That's the problem right there. That is the problem with this card, and you just can't do that with him. You can't try and fire a pass in like that, and I think that's where a big problem with the card is going to come, is you have to be so, so careful with him and use him exclusively as a defender. Like, exclusively. And if you want that, then I think this card has got some decent value. And I kind of like my CDMs to be a bit more advancing, but a lot of people do like that kind of CDM. And I understand why. He's certainly not bad. He's certainly not bad. That's good from him. That's really, really good from Essien. I've got to say, the way he gets his body across so quickly is really nice. It's something I do really like about the card. Yeah, nice work there, Essien. Oh, that's nice. I mean, that is good. That is good from Essien. And so he can bring the ball forward then, man. He can bring the ball forward. That's really, really good work from Essien. I think with this card, you have to really, really, truly understand that he is a defensive midfielder that can bring the ball forward in some instances if the opportunity arises. It doesn't happen very often, but he's so solid defensively that that is the main thing with the card, right? That's a decent ball again. It looks simple, guys, but it is really effective. And not often do you get CDMs that have, you know, incisive pass ultimately. I expect his long shots to be insane as well. I really want to test one of them out really badly. I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to. And yeah, he is relatively heavy. Oh, that's in. Oh, he is going to be good at them from deep. Don't expect much from him in an attacking sense though, right? I'm kind of forcing the ball to him there a little bit. He doesn't offer a lot in the attacking regard. And I think that's important to note because some people might be getting into this card and thinking, okay, this card, what's he going to do for me in the attacking sense? And even if you play him in centre mid, he's not that kind of player that's going to get involved too much attacking wise. His passing range is okay. It's probably not as good as you'd want at this stage of the game, even for a CDM. But he is really, really solid. He is really, really solid. And he can do that from deep, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, that's good from Essien too. Wow. I mean, that was sick. He's very, very strong, guys. He is very, 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 very strong. Even despite the fact he doesn't have, you know, bruiser or anything, he is strong. And his passing, his through balls, have been elite in this game. Absolutely elite. Yeah, see, look, his ability to kind of turn is good. And that's a good pass out, to be fair. That was a good pass out. This is actually a really good card. Yeah, he's not perfect, but what you want from a defensive midfielder, this card's brilliant at. That 5-star weak foot is very, very helpful as well. As you can see right there, his ability to find that pass is just brilliant. It is brilliant. He's been really good in this game. Really goddamn solid is what I would say. Oh, we're so unlucky there. The thing I also really like about him, guys, is his aggression. He seems to be really, really goddamn aggressive. Oh, yeah, danger here. Oh, okay. Guys, them Travellas that this card can do are sickening. Alright, guys, 2 games played with this Michael Essien, and whilst I was worried about this card, I think it's really, really important that you guys listen to the end of this video, because he isn't great at everything. He isn't. And yeah, he is expensive. EA don't price cards expensive unless they know they're good in-game for a starter. Not that that should be something that you should consider as a high point, whether or not you should complete him or not. It should be if you need a CDM. What I will say is this card is very different to, say, a Patrick Vieira. He's more akin to like a Kante. Not the same by any stretch, though. This card's 5-star, 5-star is amazing, specifically for his weak foot and being able to find them threaded through passes, which I was doing all the time in the games that I played with him. And yeah, it's annoying he doesn't have ping pass or long ball pass silver. Doesn't really need it. He doesn't really need it. He's meant to be played deep, and he's meant to defend first and foremost, and everything else second to that. I did say that in the gameplay, and that's how you should play with this card. His pace is brilliant for a CDM. It's absolutely brilliant. Let me just quickly say as well, disregard the fact that he can play centre mid. You shouldn't be playing this card centre mid. End of story. He's not that kind of player at all. At all, guys. Do not play this card as a centre mid. Full stop. End of story. Yeah, the pace is really good on him. His shooting from range is disgusting. He's really good at shooting from range, as you'd expect from Essien, but his Travellas are bonkers good. So if you do kind of have a situation where you're holding the ball quite a lot, you're in a lot of possession, he's kind of sitting maybe 30 yards out. His ability to kind of drive into space is really good, to kind of make up the yards to be able to get the angle for the Travella, and they're going to go in almost all the time because his Travellas are awesome. His passing, we didn't boost this, and I don't think you need to on this card. His passing's good, right? His ping passes, his long ball passes aren't very good, nor are his, his short passes. They're okay, but you kind of always want to be looking for a through ball with this card, right? Whether it's to a fullback, whether it's to your cam, whether it's to your wingers, your striker. Through passes are the main pass you want to be doing with this card, and they're brilliant on him without even boosting the passing. His other passing is okay, like you will get by with it, but treat him as a CDM in that regard, right? He's not going to be finding like your 50-yard over the tops. He's not going to be finding your intricate passes other than through balls. And I think that's really important. No matter what you do as passing, that is going to remain the same. Dribbling, terrible in terms of, R1 dribbling. Doesn't have first touch, doesn't have technical. Great left stick on him because he's got press proven. And also, the jockey speed on this card is amazing to have as a CDM. As an out-and-out CDM, may I also add. I do think he is meant to be played as an out-and-out CDM, especially when you consider his defending and physical. His defending is elite. His defending is absolutely elite. He is so angry, it feels like, in game. He's so aggressive, always wants to be on the opposition's toes. And because he's got anticipate, his tackles are really good. And also the jockey means that he can get close to people very quickly and cut passing lanes really well. He's also a monster in terms of his strength. Really strong, big body type in game. Yeah, he's only 5'10", but my God, is he strong. Shamefully, he doesn't have Bruiser. I certainly think I would have preferred Bruiser Plus over Incisive, which is crazy to say, and keep the Incisive silver. But this card's really good if you're looking for an out-and-out CDM. An out-and-out CDM. It's very important that you listen to that. He's not a centre mid. But I think if you played a 4-2-1-3, this card is one of the most perfect CDMs on the game. Got to be played on holding plus, got to be played on ball winning, and he is really, really good. Not as a centre mid, though. I think he'd be a terrible centre mid, actually. But as a CDM, one of the best on the game, I would say. He's better than Kante, he's better than Vieira, in my experience, and yeah, I think you should try this card if you're looking for an out-and-out CDM in the 4-2-1-3 specifically.